New on Curiosity Stream. Are we close to building machines that are almost human? And can new technology give us superpowers? Find out on Super Sapiens. And in 1919, a British composer wrote the longest and most complex symphony in history. Conductors tried to perform it, but failed, declaring it cursed. Now a group of musicians will attempt the impossible, if they dare, on Curse of the Gothic Symphony. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. And a career that I should be in, competitive eating. I didn't know. I really, you know what? I love that this is a thing. And Eric Booker is, in fact, one of the people who calls himself a competitive eater in the world.
See, I like not being a competitive eater. I like being a hobbyist when it comes to eating. Because once you take it like serious, then it stops being fun.
You know what? I would like to give that a shot to see if, in fact, it stops being fun.
Well, I see, and I'm kind of with you, Steve, because then when you do like break a record of something or like you win like a competition, you surprise yourself, and it's like, oh, I wasn't even trying, as opposed to, oh, I lost.
Right. Like, oh, I just polished off 15 rolls of sushi, but I wasn't doing it to try and prove anything.
Yeah.
I was just doing it because I like sushi.
And then they give you a shirt and your name on or your picture on the wall. It's great.
I'll
Sorry. Sorry, guys. You don't understand. If you're going to be a competitive eater like Eric Booker, I'm sure you're going to have to practice. It's not going to be accidental that you set a record.
All right. Also, show him some respect. He has a nickname, apparently. It's Eric Badlands Booker.
Oh, wow.
I literally interviewed this guy 17 years ago.
What?
Really? When I was at the College Station.
You interviewed Badlands?
Yeah.
Man, why haven't you told us this?
Because he was an hour late and I forgot.
Well, he's not a competitive...
he's not a competitive interviewer.
Show-upper on timer.
Yeah, no.
Wow. All
right, was pretty cool.
Was he a competitive eater then?
Yeah. I think he had put away, he just, did a record of, matzo balls or something like that.
He's ranked 23rd in Major League Eating, the MLE.
I didn't even... That's a thing?
Yeah.
Well, at least there's 22 other people doing it.
At least.
Major League. Well, he did. He set a Guinness record for chugging 2 liters of soda this time. He did it in 18.45 seconds. Wow. Which the previous record was 30 seconds. So he shaved a good amount of time off of that. And we have the audio of him doing this in that record time. And, of course, he ends it with the best way possible.
3, 2, 1. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That was delicious.
Nice batch. There we go.
Sorry about that.
Let me hear your dragon roar.
Yeah. Nice.
I like that during the video, his eyes are just kind of like, what am I doing?
Mm-hmm. I don't even know how you do something. I try and take a couple big swigs of a soda, and I'm feel like my insides are about to explode.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Now, Eric looks
Badlands. It's Badlands.
Badlands Booker.
Badlands chugs on YouTube.
You know, we see the swallowing hot dog contests and those guys that do that every year. You know what? They're in better shape than you expect. You're like, wow. I mean, for you to be able to do this, we just figure you must be practicing. And yet they really don't have a lot of weight on them, to be able to take in that much food. Eric does look like a guy who is a competitive eater.
Uh-huh.
That's the one thing I've noticed. Like, that's
He's
what
a
I would
bigger
expect
boy.
someone to look like. Yeah. I mean, so, you know what? I feel better about the fact that, all right, see, that's what I want you to look like. I feel like he takes his job seriously.
He is 6'5", 400 pounds.
Whoa.
And how about, though, he drank it not out of a 2-liter bottle? Because I was like, oh, okay, that seems like, that's a small hole to try and work all that liquid out of.
Yeah.
But he puts it in like a big-ass measuring cup, and then that way he can just chug it without the hole being in the way.
Interesting.
Yeah. See, that's how you get to be competitive, Steve. See, you know tricks like that.
Rev, so is he from here? Like, how did it even happen that you got to know Badlands?
It was just a completely random, like, college radio interview. I think he was doing a thing around here. Maybe not even a real, like competition, but he was also promoting one of his rap albums.
Oh, and that too.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, sure, I'll interview him. And, he was a nice guy, and that's about all I remember since it was so long ago.
I wonder if he's happy with the fork in the road that he went. Did he like, I want to focus more on my rap career or my competitive eating career?
Well, as you can see, Steve, there aren't that many people, in the world of competitive eating compared to the world of rap. But I don't know how much is he making a living doing this? Like,
I don't know.
He's got 2.95 million subscribers.
Oh,
so
he's making cash from his YouTube page for
probably
sure.
making
That's
a
not
little bit of
horrible.
money there.
He made the better choice.
Yeah, and I got to be thinking of some sort of prizes if he's competitively eating somewhere.
He probably gets hooked up with food all the time.
The MLE.
Everyone wants Badlands to talk about them.
Yeah. I mean, if you got a major league eating, like a corporation or whatever, like the MLB or something, they got to pay him something, I mean, it's got to.
Do they?
I mean, I feel like they do. You gotta. Wow.
I don't know. Maybe like if you come in first, you get a prize. But I don't know if they have a. I don't know if he's like needs an agent and has a salary in the MLE.
Look, if I told you that you could make money playing Magic the Gathering and they had tournaments that paid you money, you probably would have said the same thing years ago.
Yeah,
but yet they do.
But no one's on the payroll, right? I mean, you only make money if you win in the tournaments.
But you go. That's what I'm saying. You compete, and if you're good enough to win all the time, you win money. So that's what I'm saying. If the ML,
well, he's got 22 people he's got to get past, BJ, before he starts bringing in that coin.
All right. Well, we'll see. You know what I mean? They may have Major League Eating contests all day long that we don't know, or all year long we don't know about. That Mad Badlands is kicking ass in.
And is he just a liquid guy?
No. He's done a lot of different things there. Like I said, the matzo balls. Just looking at his list, he's recently done lemonade, pumpkin pies back in 2004.
Whoa. Yes.
Raw onions? Oh,
okay.
goodness.
Badlands, you need to pump the brakes on the raw onions. That seems like a terrible idea.
49 glazed donuts in 8 minutes. BJ, I think you can beat that one.
That sounds like fun.
See what I'm saying? See, I feel like I could be a competitive eater. Of course, Badlands is up to 400 pounds. I don't know if that might not be good.
He ate 4 pounds of corned beef hash in 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes.
See, my fear then is eating food fun anymore for him? Or is it just
it's just a job now?
Right?
Well, you think that, but, he seemed happy.
Like I have a buddy that wrestles. His name's Hammerson. I mentioned before. He's jacked. So it's like for different reasons. He's eating a bunch of food, not to get like heavy set, but to put muscle mass on. Right. So right now he's in a bulking phase. And I saw him post something where he was just like, "I'm just sick of eating." He's like putting down 5,000 calories a day.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And it's not like he's not doing like $5,000 calories of shakes. It's probably like a lot of like protein and things along those lines. I'm like, that just seems like at some point you're just going to hate food.
Yeah, it feels like, though, I feel like I can put away 5,000 calories, though, if you let me.
Oh, yeah. Unhealthy stuff, yes.
Yeah. He's not eating healthy stuff. Well, see, that's the thing. If you're eating healthy stuff, that's not fun for 5,000 calories worth.
Like, if a good amount of it's like, like chicken and like, a lot of protein stuff and vegetables as well. I'm not talking about like, a McFlurry and you have 7 of them.
That's how you can get the 5,000 calories.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And you can get 5,000 calories quick doing it that way, but he's doing it the right way.
Well, Steve, it's
stupid guy.
Time for you to start practicing the MLE in September. If you go out to Orchard Park, New York, $5,000 total prize purse for a buffalo wing eating championship.
No, that's where the Buffalo Bills play, I think, Orchard Park, New York. So maybe it's happening near the stadium.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
The discipline, buffalo wings.
What's the record like? That's the thing. It's like $5,000 seems like a good amount of money, but I mean, I don't know if I could probably, I'm trying to think of how many chicken wings I could put down. Maybe 30?
Yeah, I was going to say, I've won.
Maybe?
I've got third place in a chicken wing eating contest before, and it was 30 wings as fast as you could.
Well, the record for eating chicken wings in 2018, competitive eater Molly Schulier consumed 501 chicken wings in 30 minutes.
I'm out.
Wow.
Yeah, and I got to imagine she's got to like work it to the bone. You know, like, you have to take a couple bites and move on to the next wing.
Damn, dude.
That's wing abuse.
Wow. We got a road rage incident that led to a man losing his nipple. Oh, Steve's going to tell you all about this. He's got the Miggs report for you at 6:19 on The Rock.
BJ and Miggs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
New on Curiosity Stream. With superior armies comes superior weapons. How has innovation mechanized the battlefield? From bullets to battleships and everything in between. It's machinery of warfare. Plus, from the gross to the gourmet. See how that in-flight meal lands on your tray table. On secrets of your airline food. It's all on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, 1 in every 5 children killed in traffic crashes in the U.S. was a pedestrian. That's why 3M is working alongside local governments and NGOs to help improve crosswalk visibility and traffic markings in school zones, in a worldwide initiative to provide kids with a safe walk to school and access to the education they deserve. To learn more and take action, visit 3m.com/schoolzonesafety. 3M Science. Applied to life.
Your kids will be saying,
"Please 5 more minutes. I can't believe I did that."
And,
"Look how high I can bounce."
Spring Free is the world's safest trampoline, the place where stories are made. The innovative design boasts no springs, so you know you're safe. Go ahead and create the greatest stories you'll tell your friends. We're back in stock. Get it while you can. To learn more about the world's safest trampoline, visit springfreetrampoline.com.
Mom, come watch us.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Miggs Report.
Well, thanks, guys, and thanks to Advanced Hair Restoration for giving us the Miggs Report. And today, it's Happy Annual Medical Checkup Day.
Oh,
so I don't know. You might want to make sure the person has the proper credentials before you let them, do a prostate exam or breast cancer exam. Just make sure they're doctors.
Really? Oh,
that's all.
Oh, really?
I just want to put that out there as a PSA.
A doctor of medicine.
Sure. At least make sure they have a doctor on their name at some point.
Are you sure that the kiosk vendor in the mall is not good enough? No.
I just follow them. We all make mistakes in life. Sometimes in college you believe somebody, and turns out they weren't actually a doctor.
I mean, the guy sold those little sticky balls you can throw and they stick on the floor. Yep. I felt like that's the perfect guy to get a rectal exam from.
But more importantly, this makes for a weird transition. I'll also say Happy National Son and Daughter Day. And this is now a better transition because we do have a son in the room. Well, we're all sons and daughters, obviously. But today's a very special day for a member of our show. So, Danny, take it away.
It's my mom's 70th birthday.
Happy birthday.
Wow. Happy birthday, Mom.
Mom. Wow. Big 7-0.
Yeah. She's no longer nice because no longer 69.
She's always nice.
But it's always nice,
Once you hit nice, you're nice forever.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. So now she's 69 plus 1.
Yes, exactly. There you go. That's how we should do it from now on. Just 69 plus whatever.
How old are you? I'm 69 plus 2.
Well, I want to say, Danny, I'd like to wish your mom a happy birthday, but your mom also pretty much thinks that I'm 70, so I'm not very happy with her right now. So
still one of the greatest moments of my life. Where isn't BJ like 72?
Yeah, he's older.
A couple years older than me, right? And it's like, he is.
Totally.
Think that.
Yeah, and really, your mom is my siblings' age, my older siblings.
Oh.
So it's like, my brother and sister, I think, will also be hitting 70 this year.
Nice.
Just like them, PJ doesn't know your mom's middle name.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know his mom's first name. Linda, that's it. Yeah. Thank you. I didn't know her first name either.
And how about my parents want to wish your parent a happy birthday?
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, my mom and dad are on the phone, Rev. Yeah, put them through.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Mom.
Happy birthday to you. We love you. Happy birthday. Hugging kisses. Love you. Love you.
Oh, Dad loves you too.
Wow.
Hey, what's up, Dad?
Here we go.
There we go. Whooping in to say what's up.
Damn. Get out of those DMs, sir.
He is on Facebook a lot.
Oh, man. She is too, so there you go.
Wow.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Also, a quick shout out for our texter says, hey, good morning. My boyfriend listens to your show on the way to work every morning. I would love it if you could give him a shout out to Dan with love from Teresa. Have a great Wednesday.
Give it a shout.
There you go.
Nice. Yeah, well, you know what? Good job, Dan. And Dan's girl.
And Danny and his mom.
Yeah.
It's all about the Dans.
Yeah.
All right, let's head on over to Chicago with a 35-year-old guy by the name of Kyle. He was driving on Sunday night and he sideswiped another car. Didn't pull over the other driver. Not very happy about that. Turns out it was an off-duty cop who had a buddy in the car with him. So they pulled up next to Kyle and started yelling at him to stop, which finally Kyle did. And as soon as they stepped out of their cars, Kyle started throwing punches at the off-duty officer. Even though the off-duty officer did say he was an off-duty cop, he got punched twice in the face. So the buddy then jumped in to try and handle the situation with Kyle. And that's where things got a little weird, BJ.
Oh,
because Kyle decided to channel his inner Mike Tyson, I guess, and latched onto that cop's buddy's nipple.
Oh, no.
And bit it off.
No, don't do that.
So once the fight was over, the friend who lost the nipple had to get stitches at a hospital. No word on if they found it and reattached it, or now he's just the man with one nipple. I'm not exactly sure. Either way, it's a great story to share with your friends.
Oh, boy.
And Kyle, well, he's in a lot of trouble for leaving the scene of an accident, aggravated battery, causing a great bodily harm, and also battery of a police officer because the cop identified himself as a police officer.
Well, and I'm sure that in some way, shape, or form he was high. You know what I mean? He had to be.
Or hungry.
High and hungry. Well, hangry. He was hangry. Get that man a Snickers.
All right, now we go from the nipple to the junk with this story.
Damn,
this happened in Italy.
All right.
27-year-old guy worked at a packaging center.
Hey, I get it.
I know. It's like there's so many moments where you can just make jokes about this story as we go along, and you'll find out why. Because, well, he was working at this package center using a nail gun, and he accidentally aimed it at his own package.
Why?
Somehow fired a small nail into his own groin.
Oh, no, he didn't.
And had to go to the hospital for it.
Oh.
Luckily, he missed the twig.
Yeah?
And pretty much missed the berries, but kind of got it close enough.
Oh, no.
But when he showed up to the ER, the doctors couldn't find the nail.
Why?
Because it's less than an inch long. The nail.
So,
thanks for that clarification, buddy. That's what I mean. This story just keeps writing itself.
You shot yourself where, sir? Because we can't find any evidence of you even being...
and I guess it went into him so quick they couldn't find the puncture wound. They had to do an ultrasound. Still couldn't find this nail. They brought in a urologist who did another ultrasound, and then they were able to find the nail. And unfortunately, like I said, even though it was in that area, nothing was damaged to the point where it's going to affect him long term. And he was able to leave the hospital the next day.
Wow.
Now, his work, I don't know if they have to change the sign to, how many days without workplace incident, and if everyone's now mad at this guy.
Yeah, you have to change that.
Thanks, Bob. We're at 400 days. Shoot yourself in the boys.
Yep.
Mariners shot themselves in the boys in the 9th. Yeah, the bases loaded, BJ. Left the bases loaded, go into the 10th, lose to Texas 5-4.
You know what? Seriously, I don't understand. You know what? I just don't get it anymore. I don't.
You know what I don't get is what were the Sounders doing yesterday? I mean, I know they won 3-0, which is awesome. They beat Tigres Anal or something.
Wow.
Whoa. Anal. Wow.
You Anal?
How do you say that?
How do you say
UANAL. It stands for something.
I thought that was like a word.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought it was Tigres Unanal.
Yeah.
Tigres Unal.
There you go.
But this wasn't an MLS game.
No, so the league started a cup a couple of years ago, or last year, I think, and the top teams at MLS take on the La Liga MX. So it's a bunch of teams from Mexico, and it's a way to do a new championship game. And Sounders, since we're second in the league right now, are in it, and we won, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, 3-0.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is for this championship, but doesn't count towards the MLS season.
Right.
But they're playing this championship in the middle of the MLS season.
Yes.
Yeah, that's that they're doing late. Steve, that's the thing with the MLS. I mean, the season is now. I know why the season is so long, because they stop it every now and then to, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to send a couple players over here.
Welcome
we're going
to soccer.
Yeah,
We're going to have a tournament in the middle of our season.
Yeah, that's it.
Sad news in the world of hockey. A lot of people know the name Tony Esposito. He was a great player for the Chicago Blackhawks. I mean, Hall of Famer. His numbers retired with Chicago. He sadly passed away, battled pancreatic cancer at the age of 78. Also, a lot of people know his brother. If you heard the Esposito name, because Phil, obviously a big deal with Boston. And one of my favorite little stats about the Esposito brothers was Tony Esposito's very first game was back in 1968, and he played Boston, which is his brother's team.
Yep.
His brother scored 2 goals on him, but Tony ended up having a great game, and it was a tie game, 2-2.
Yeah, isn't that wild? Yeah.
That's going to be a tough one for the parents. They're watching and they're like, yes, nice goal. Yeah. Oh, crap, he scored against our other son.
Yeah,
this sucks.
Yeah.
But at least the game ends in a tie, so we don't have to feel bad.
Yeah. Man, I don't know if Phil is still with us or not, but yes, he is. Oh, wow. Yeah, you're right, Steve. They were quite famous. They were a famous duo in the world of hockey, a brother team.
Yeah.
Even though they weren't on the same team.
I think someone even emailed the Rev, I think his name was Joe, just about like growing up, Tony Esposito was just, the guy in the Chicago area, just a true legend. So that's a bummer news. As far as weather, 84 degrees today, and thanks to Schick Shado Hospital for giving us the Migs Report, and that's what's up.
So here's some news. Don't know if this is good news or not, because this was Rev's jam back in the day. Weren't you a Mountain Dew guy back in the day, Rev, when you were gaming?
Yeah, that's why I got diabetes, because I would sit there and play EverQuest for hours.
Then it wasn't Mountain Dew's fault, it was EverQuest's fault.
Move. You're not wrong. It's kind of a combo platter right there. And then, drink a lot of Mountain Dew, because we literally had a pop machine in the backyard.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, that'll do it to you.
Oh, yeah. There's a whole lot of ways to make that happen. And
I did somebody come and fill up this pop machine?
My grandpa used to have an auto repair shop, and so it closed down, and then he just moved the pop machine to the back patio, and then the grandparents would keep it stocked, and since I lived with them, I had access to Mountain Dew.
Oh,
yeah.
Pop.
Oh,
you're saying pot machine.
No, pop.
It's like, wow.
Can you follow the ball? We're talking about Mountain Dew.
Get it. I didn't know. I've never called it pop before.
Dude, when I grew up on the East Coast, I only called it soda, and I didn't know people called it pop until I moved out here, and I was working at Puget Power, which is now PSC. I was in the mailroom, and I remember it was like my first day on the job, and the lady was like, would you like me to go get you some pop in the pop machine? And I'm like, man, Washington is cool. You guys have a pot machine? And you don't drug test here? Yes, all of the pot, please. And she's like, no, soda.
I got
soda pop, sir.
But she learned rather quickly I was clearly not drug tested for this job.
Yeah, that's a fact. Well, you gave yourself away right there, sir.
It's like, in.
Well, Pepsi just announced they're going to start selling boozy Mountain Dew next year.
Nice.
And they're partnering with the Sam Adams folks, the Boston Beer Company.
Interesting.
And
is this like a Four Loko thing? Get drunk and amped up?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know the people that own Sam Adams also own the hard seltzer brand Truly.
Oh, they're doing okay with themselves.
Yeah,
I like Truly.
I didn't know Boston Beer did that. So they're going to call it, hey, this is going to be a tough name to remember, Hard Mountain Dew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't do Urban Dictionary that, though.
Yeah, don't do it. It's Mountain Dew. And it's 5% alcohol. So it's pretty much got the same as hard seltzer and beer. But unlike normal Mountain Dew, Rev, good news for you, sir. It won't have any sugar, and there's no caffeine either.
Oh, so it's healthy.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say while I'm pounding it while playing video games now.
Well, it's no sugar at least. Now, you might need the caffeine. That's the problem, Rev, and they don't have any caffeine in this version either.
That's fine. I got the booze in there.
Yeah. All right. The first one is original Mountain Dew, and then they've got 2 more flavors, which are watermelon and black cherry.
Ooh, watermelon sounds fun.
You know, all 3, actually. I love black cherry soda. Watermelon, I agree with you, Rev. But then also, I mean, I like the taste of Mountain Dew. I just never get it because I don't want like all that the sugar and the that caffeine.
That's
but
why you gotta go diet, man.
I know. I always forget that there's a funny story on Bro Bible where a guy like cracked a joke about that, like one of their writers, and he just got attacked by all these people. Like that, he's like, they're all like, "How ignorant and stupid are you? You didn't realize that there's a 0-calorie Mountain Dew." And he's like, "My bad." Didn't realize it was going to upset everybody. And there's like people like, "Well, maybe if you just did your research first before cracking jokes on Twitter, you would know that."
Thanks, Kyle.
Wow.
Like one person even said, "Maybe educate yourself before you speak." Then, Mark.
Wow, really? All because he said he can't do Mountain Dew? Is that really?
Well, he just said because they posted a story about this, and his response was, "Who knew the word Zero Sugar and Mountain Dew logo could share a can together?" Just cracking a joke.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's people like, "There's literally 12 different flavors of Mountain Dew Zero."
Yeah, duh.
And then he responds to that guy going, "Hey, not everyone drinks soft drinks and knows that these are totally normal facts." And that's when all the Mountain Dew fans started piling on him.
That's so funny.
Yeah, well, he even literally said, "Who knew?" And well, meaning he didn't know.
And then everyone was like, "We did."
Yep. Yeah, it's like
so. It's like you have an internet connection and could have done some research before posting.
He's not wrong.
He's putting a stupid tweet.
Yeah, but see, that's why, you know what? There's just no reason to go on. There's so many trolls on the internet because you could have been nice about it to the guy and go, "Yeah, hey, if you didn't know that, guess what? They got this too." You can nicely inform people, but Twitter's not about that.
I still love the one that says, "Maybe educate yourself before you speak." Then, Mark.
Right? Yeah. Wow. Boy, there's a I want to know what that guy does for a living, how that guy is received by the people in his life.
He chugs Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Come
He's
on.
an auto mechanic, and he's a part of the Bills Mafia. Found that out rather quickly on his Twitter
Oh, really?
page.
Auto mechanic? Well, yeah, you know what? They're
Part of the Bills
they
Mafia.
can be a little unpleasant, those folks up in Western New York, They can be. I mean, they are Bills fans, so you can understand why.
I will say that this will get me back into Mountain Dew. The hard seltzer.
I'll try
Mountain Dew's hard seltzer. That sounds delicious.
Yeah, but you think about a Mountain Dew alcoholic beverage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like or a watermelon flavored Mountain. I mean, either way, like Steve said, they're all three good.
Yeah, I'm down to try it.
Yeah.
I like the Trulies and all those. I mean, they're tasty. So.
I'm going to a seltzer only festival in a couple of weeks where it's like at a golf course and it's all socially distanced. It's called Seltzerland, and they have like over 80 different seltzers on tap. I'm so excited.
Are you going to try and be like a rule breaker and get within 3 feet of people?
Nah, probably not.
Chug, let's go.
No.
We'll go from the different holes and just be like,
so wait,
chug.
This is a gathering on a golf course to drink hard ciders or hard seltzers.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
How do you even find out about this stuff?
I don't know.
Andy loves his seltzer.
Yeah, I love seltzers. My girlfriend bought the tickets last year, and then it got canceled. It's got moved to this year, and I'm so in.
Hey, Steve, there was the key word. My girlfriend bought the tickets. That's the key phrase. Yeah. That's the phrase that pays right there.
I feel like if your name was Kyle, you would go to that gathering of the Kyles. I was just reading about this. Someone trying to put together a gathering of the Kyles. I don't know if you heard about that, BJ.
Do you have to wear Monster Energy?
Well, I know we've had a gathering of some other name before.
It was a Josh gathering, I thought.
Yeah, Josh.
Yeah, so that makes sense. The Kyle, it's the next one in alphabetical order. You know?
There's a city called Kyle, Texas, so they're hoping to break the record for the largest gathering of Kyles.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Well, all right then.
Why don't you should do one, BJ? Have the largest gathering of BJs.
I feel like that would be a whole different gathering.
But I bet you'd get a lot of people to show up.
Yeah, you can charge admission and pay-per-view on that one.
Oh,
and then it's just BJ standing there. Look, guys, hey, I'm BJ.
Yeah, you'll be disappointed when you tune in and see a bunch of idiots like me just hanging around. But you know what? We'll make our pay-per-view money.
And a bunch of terrified women just crossing the street quickly, not knowing where they're ending up. They're like, what is this? And why do they all look so excited to see me?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're absolutely right. This is,
Oh, dear.
Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one wrong.
Which actress co-starred alongside Chris Pratt in the 2016 movie Passengers?
Uma Thurman.
No.
Rachel Ray.
No.
What the hell's her name? Rachel McAdam. Say it.
Snap.
You can do it.
Rachel Logan.
Rachel Logan? No.
You're trying to encourage yourself right there.
Yeah, I got a little caught up in it being Rev.
And the wonderful thing about that is Steve gave the answer to another question that he later did get wrong.
That I got wrong. Yes.
Even though he did say Rachel Ray in a completely different question, he couldn't get the Rachel Ray question right.
And Rachel McAdam wasn't even the right answer. And I was sorry about that.
No, I'm sorry about that. The correct answer was actually J-Law. Jennifer Lawrence, Steve. Come on. You want a shot at beating Steve? Okay, you got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs. We'll do that at 6:50 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How do I know if bankruptcy is going to provide me with relief? What are the steps for my situation?
There's so much information out there about bankruptcy with the internet and what people have heard from friends and other people that they've talked to about their financial issues or bankruptcy. There's also a lot of bad information out there or urban legends about bankruptcy. In order to determine whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, you need to talk to an attorney that's experienced in bankruptcy. So in order to determine whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, you should talk to an experienced bankruptcy attorney. And my job is not to convince you to file bankruptcy. My job is to help you to make that decision and have all the facts so that you can make an informed decision about whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, what benefits it's going to have for you, and what the downside of filing bankruptcy is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
New on Curiosity Stream. Are we close to building machines that are almost human? And can new technology give us superpowers? Find out on Super Sapiens. And in 1919, a British composer wrote the longest and most complex symphony in history. Conductors tried to perform it, but failed, declaring it cursed. Now a group of musicians will attempt the impossible, if they dare, on Curse of a Gothic Symphony. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
Want to create a lifetime of memories this spring? Do you remember the joy of jumping as a child? If only there was a way your own kids could experience that same joy safely. Spring Free Trampoline has been engineered to eliminate 90% of product-related injuries. The Spring Free design boasts no springs and a flexible enclosure and proudly offers a 10-year warranty. That's peace of mind. Lock in your ultimate backyard safe space before summer arrives. Visit springfreetrampoline.com.